What's up, Giga Gamers? Welcome to the Strat Chat. Today we're going to be continuing the evolution of Rift Herald, its uses in the past, how teams have evolved. We're going to look at Clutch pre Los Angeles and post Los Angeles, and then what happened at Worlds, and then what the very best Rift Herald plays look like. So let's take a peek. All right, so the first one we're going to look at is in the spring of 2019. This is Clutch Gaming versus Cloud9 near the end of the season. Clutch is obviously having a terrible split. They end up in last place here. But let's take a peek at what it looks like. If you take a look at the mini map, all right, you see that bot lane has enemy team, blue team, has already recalled. They're coming back to lane. Rakan and Xayah are on a back timer. Karthus has priority mid. They have a winning matchup. They have Lucian versus Gangplank, winning matchup and pushed in. And Lee Sin's right next to Herald. So this literally checks off every box that you'd want to do for taking Rift Herald. But let's see what they do instead. All right. Lee Sin comes in, bouncing off the Rift Herald. And doesn't take it. Lucian comes into the river. And they don't take it. It looks like they're almost hunting for Rek'Sai. Coming off into the portal. Maybe they're trying to fake this play. But look, bot lane's still going bot. Karthus is still mid. No Rift Herald. There's absolutely no priority for Rift Herald at this stage in the game. The teams were just skipping it. It was seen as a time sink. Next, we have the play-in stage at Worlds. And this is post our visit to Los Angeles, speaking with Toby and getting the team this script for how to play. All right. We're going to do this one with the sound on because the casters start talking about the NA Herald, the Clutch Herald, and what that means. So let's take a listen.
In the end, but it was an interesting thought experiment there for a second, Egypt.
And it is something that teams have done to Clutch this tournament already. Like, if we're saying the 10-minute Clutch Rift Herald, NA teams are saying it, all of the emerging regions come in and their opponents, they know this is the expected play.
Right, so all of the regions are coming in expecting NA to make this play. So right now, there's your evidence. In case you don't want to go back and watch everything at this tournament, only North America is doing it. And basically, Clutch is the pioneers. They're doing it first and they're doing it best. Other NA teams are copying them. So let's continue.
And matching on the top side of the Rift means that Royal are
and you see how they rotate Kled. You're seeing Kled rotate over. Now, blue team spending a little bit too long in top lane, but they're trying to fight Prio, right? That little difference when you go up and you answer this play and you say, you know what, we're going to counter, we're going to stay a little bit longer, bring all 5 people to the play by pushing the lanes first. And look at this, even though Royal tries to defend this, they end up not defending it. They even have Kled Olaf. It's 2 of the best players, 2 of the best champions for making this fight happen. But you can see that Jinx got pushed all the way away from turret. They've got nothing. And specifically, you've got a champion like Rumble for Huni that's going to lay down the red carpet if they decide to try to make this fight happen. So you take Herald, you let enemy team take Dragon, they're going to push up mid, and this is how they get a huge influx of gold at the cost of second Dragon. And it's no big deal. So this is how Clutch started taking over. They crushed play-ins. They weren't even favored to win this game, but they did continue to go all the way through, and they finished 3rd place in their group. By the end of the tournament, this is G2 versus FPX in the finals, you'll see how every team is now reacting around Herald. It's very raw. They've only had 3 weeks to work on it, right? 4 weeks if they've been watching the North American playoffs. But look at the priority here. You've got Varus backing, Sivir backing. Back then, by the way, 10 minutes was the spawn time on Herald, so don't get too weirded out by that. You see everybody is going over here, and it's going to be a matter of which champions are better at level 6, 7, and 8. And there's one big difference here, and that's Gangplank. Gangplank can actually teleport to bottom wave and still be present, right, with his ultimate. He can do his cannon barrage to make this happen. Look at all the resources they're using. Boom, Thresh, all of his spells. Tom Kench, all of his spells. Varus is here, Caps is here. All 10 players are in the topside river at 1132. Right, and this is what Worlds became. And you look at the champions being played; they have ultimates that are useful at this level. Right, you see way fewer Jinxes. You say way fewer Tristanas. The types of champions that are here are the ones that can impact these lanes. So the Ashes, Jhin, Ezreal, Varus, Sivir. These are the champions that ended up getting played at this World Championship because that's how important it was. All right, and lastly, we have the evolution. All right, this is last summer. We've got OMG versus TT Esports. and you're going to see OMG basically pull off a perfect Herald. It's 740. With the 730 cannon, this is a wave that you want to crash in. You want to get this wave going as fast as possible. Sorry. The 7-minute cannon, and then you can stack this wave on top of it, push in, or fight for this wave so that you can back, so that 8 minutes waves gets caught up on the cannon. Coming at 8:30, all right? You'll have enough time to get back for that. The first part of the play is going to be aggression in the bot lane, right? You've got the 3 versus 2. Xin Zhao tries to react to this, doesn't get here in time, all right? Good job by Nautilus, just barely surviving. Now watch what happens with everyone on the back foot. You get the wave pushing. Enemy team now has to think about this wave. Who's going to collect this wave? Is Thresh going to hold it? Is Thresh going to take it? Enemy team, OMG backs. 3 recalls, all coming down. And you're going to see them immediately start going. Jarvan's using EQ out of base. They're doing everything possible. Jack's warding here. Fine. You'll confirm that the enemy team is doing what you think they're going to do. And we did a video about this. I'll post it in the description below. But watch how many resources they bring over. Everybody. All 5 champions are now in the river. Syndra came out and warded. Gwen came out and warded the Tribush. Starts the Rift Herald. Now, the problem with starting Rift Herald is that you're a little bit late to the play for the rest of your team. But look exactly what she did. She just used her kit. Dash in, auto, get her 4 empowered snips off, and do the full snip play. Now, slight improvement. They could have given the Eye of the Herald to Jinx. Instead, they give it to Jarvan, but immediately they're going to make plays on this side of the map. Now, Gwen's going to go play the 1v2. You're still confident that you're 3v1 or 3v2 at worst in this lane. Good answer by TT Puff, right? This is one of the evolutions, which is, okay, we're not going to go. We're just going to take Dragon instead, and we're going to give solo gold, solo plates to the carry. Gwen comes on down. Gwen being exceptionally strong in this play, and actually has the tools to win this play by herself. Unbelievably strong play by Shanji. And look at that. If they had tried to stay for that, Jinx Rocket would have killed them. Now, they go up. They've got the plates. They did a perfect job dropping it. Not just with the play and the momentum moving up there, but even small things like Nautilus stepping outside of range so that when the Herald smashed, he didn't soak up any of the gold. Small things like that are the extra perfections. Now, Jax is trying to do the same thing that Gwen did. He doesn't have the same tools. All right, Gwen has an OPW. And this is the conclusion of the play. Now Gwen backs, they can reset. Bot lane or top lane is completely long and open, which is huge for a Gwen. And if you look at the gold totals right now, 17.6 to 17. If we just go back to where we were at the beginning of the video, they were down gold, 11.2 to 12.6. So they went from down 1,500 gold to up 1,000 gold just by making this play happen. This bot tipped the dominoes and made everything go down from there. Now, granted, everyone had to play well. If Gwen dies there, then that gold swing is a little bit less drastic. But 2,500 gold. Would you pay the price of a dragon to get that? I think so. 2 turrets down in the top lane, massive gold swing. So there you go. That's the evolution of Rift Herald and its uses. And now we've got the brand new situation where we've got bigger dragons, bigger Rift Herald. If you get the first Rift Herald, taking the second one becomes a priority, and then actually using it to push a lane becomes very strong. So we'll see how the world's meta develops around it. We still think that taking the dragon is going to be a big play. We still think that dragon is better. But Herald, if you can get 2 Heralds, and especially when you're giving the one, you can make the plan to take the second. The second one's not that important to the other team. That's where the big gold influxes are going to come, and I think that's who's going to win Worlds, is whoever masters that play. All right, but there's a little bit more teasing back and forth. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like it, click like and subscribe. Or maybe the button's right here. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Catch you next time. Peace.